We're talking about summer plans today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie. We're going to ask you to weigh in and share with us. We're being a little bit nosy today. We want to know all your summer plans. You got any vacations, a new hobby? You're going to do some home projects? We want to know all the details. That's what we're all about because we're family here on Take Two. So welcome to your show. I'm Debbie Georgiani with Jerry Usher, and I'm super excited about jumping into some. I want to get some good ideas for the summer.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a good way to get good ideas because we all learn from one another, as we know from listening to this program. And you are the ones who drive the show, the Take Two family, with your wisdom, your insights, and most of all, your lived experiences. So as we enter into the summertime of 2022, do you have any plans? Do you have any, like Debbie said, maybe you've got some things you're going to be doing around the house. Maybe your plans have been altered a little bit, or perhaps you've changed them altogether because of high gas prices or travel costs or who knows what. We just want to know if you've got plans for yourself, for the kids. Are they going to vacation Bible school? Are you going to be getting away for a vacation? Are your kids maybe going to be doing some schooling of some kind during the summer or working? Maybe you've got them in summer jobs. 833-288-EWTN. 833-288-3986. We need to hear from you to make this another great program on Take Two today.
Everybody's trying to get really creative on what to do, with their time and with their families and friends. So maybe you have some great ideas, something that you're doing. I know this, what is it called? What are they called? Staycations. Staycations are really big right now. People are staying in town, going to a hotel with their kids, and they're going to the pool and the spa and all sorts of things and spending the weekend, and that's it for their summer vacation. That's great. Then you don't have to travel far, those high gas prices and all that stuff. Jerry and I, we definitely are going to spend the summer interviewing and writing our addiction book. It's not our addiction book, but it's all of ours. It's all our stories, stories that we know of, that we've been through, or one of our loved ones have traveled through the journey of addiction, and we're doing it the Take Two way. So we'll be working on that. That's our summer project. Also, I know there are people that are really looking forward to spending time at home and doing some home renovations. My girlfriend just sent me, and she did it all with her son. It was pretty amazing. Instead of hiring somebody, her and her son sanded cabinets and did everything. She's got a beautiful now kitchen, living room, and bathroom.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's ingenuity and creativity, isn't it?
And it was inexpensive. She showed me the prices before and after of what she would have paid and what it ended up costing her. And I was like, are you kidding me? And she had to show me the receipts because she's like, you don't believe me, do you? So it was pretty cool. But yeah, how about that? Home projects, maybe. Maybe, like Jerry said, you're going to go to get further schooling in something, or maybe get certified in something this summer. That's exciting. I know others are learning a new language. I've heard that they're going to spend the summer learning a new language because maybe they're thinking of going to Portugal or Italy or Spain and some of the places, Costa Rica, some of the places that got ranked as the top places to visit next year. How about that? What are your summer plans? Please call in. You don't have to be Catholic to call in. We just like the details of your life. 833-288-3986.
Maybe there's a wedding in your summer, perhaps for you, or
summer wedding.
Maybe you have a son or a daughter getting married this summer. Maybe there is a quinceañera or other exciting celebration that you have planned for the summer. This is what we're talking about today. Because these are some of the things of real life, we live in the seasons of the year, and we're coming into summer. It's an exciting time of year for many of us. Most kids are out of school. Some kids are going to be doing some summer schooling. So we just are putting the question out there today and asking you to take it and run with it, as Matt Gabensky will be screening your calls at 833-288-3986. Ace McKay, our producer, is on the controls, and Jeff Burson is monitoring your social media, which is at YouTube and Facebook, the EWTN Catholic radio channels there. You can also email us, take2@ewtn.com. And again, phone lines, got about half the phone lines at least still open here at 833-288-3986.
Please tell us your summer plans. We always check in with you during the summer to see, what's cooking with the Take Two family. We care. We're a family, so we journey together. So it's just like going on Facebook saying, "Hey, our family's doing this summer." That's the same thing we want you to do here. It's exact same thing. Social media for the ears. I think Mike Peters was the one who coined that at the beginning of Take Two 7 years ago, and it's so true. We want you to really just consider this a community, a safe platform for you to share. Also, if you have any prayer intentions or any folks living or deceased you want us to add to our Take Two prayer book, I have the prayer book out. It's within reach, and we can add those first names of those loved ones or friends that you want us to pray for. How about a praise report? Do you have a praise report? Maybe you're moving this summer. Okay, that's a big. I moved. Oh, you don't want to move in the summer in Arizona. You just don't want to do it. It's not good unless you want to lose about 10 pounds. If you want to lose about 10 pounds, then go ahead and move in the summer in Arizona. It is so hot. You cannot get enough water.
Well, and, things were shut down for a couple years as far as like international travel, even maybe some domestic travel. So perhaps you rescheduled or rebooked that dream pilgrimage or cruise or something like that. Maybe that's on your summer agenda. We're talking about that here today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie on EWTN Radio. Again, it is your program. We've got a couple of phone lines still open for you to share. You don't have to go into all the details. Maybe just let the world know, what you're excited about heading into the summer. 833-288-EWTN, 833-288-3986.
I know what I'm excited about summer because right after the summer, at the tail end of the summer, is when we have the EWTN family celebration in Phoenix, Arizona. So I get to see all the fine folks in Catholic radio and those that love Catholic radio come to Phoenix because it's a wonderful time to come to Phoenix and have some fun and just enjoy all that we have to offer here and be at the EWTN family celebration in downtown Phoenix, which I'm super excited about.
It is going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It always is. It always is. And people, you'll be hearing a lot more about that here on EWTN radio, of course, on EWTN television as well. So here we go. We're going to get to your phone calls. We have Michelle ready. She has been screened. Karen has been screened, and others Matt is working on. But there's room for you right now, talking about what your summer plans are.
Father William Casey, Kristalina Evert, Dr. Greg Popchik.
The leading Catholic voices are on the largest Catholic media network in the world. You're listening to the EWTN Global Catholic Radio Network.
As a kid, summer reading became the norm for some. Maybe you were that kid that moaned and complained with every book, but realized the benefit not just in the adventure of what you read, but the community with others who read it with you. That's the same experience you will have when you join the Inspired by Faith Book Club. You'll see each month's selection for the summer and be able to read it all summer long. You can simply join for free today when you click on the Book Club tab at standtalltoday.com. That's standtalltoday.com.
St. Hildegard of Bingham was a mystic, an abbess, a botanist, a saint, and a doctor of the Church.
Matthew Bunsen and the Doctors of the Church.
Hildegard had her first visions at the age of 3, which she called the shade of the living light. She later wrote about them in works declared by St. Bernard of Clairvaux to be from God. Pope Benedict XVI agreed when he named her only one of 4 doctors of the Church who are women in 2012.
For more about the Doctors of the Church, visit doctorsofthechurch.com.
Find out how you can help start a Catholic radio station where you live, powered by the truth of the Church and EWTN's dynamic radio programming. Email Steve at this address, radio@ewtn.com.
I know what else I forgot to mention, Jerry. Marty and I, our summer plans is I think I shared this earlier, we joined a summer bowling league.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, with our friends John and Karen, and it's really fun. Okay, so that's our summer plans. But before we get to the phones, guess what? There's a couple open phone lines, so fill them up if you want to tell us your summer plans. This is your chance to brag about what you're doing for the summer, which is great. It gives us creative ideas. We don't want you to like boast and be prideful about it. Just share with us so we can say, hey, that's a great idea. Maybe we'll do that in our family. So would you please call in at 833-288-3986. We need you to call in. We expect you to call in. Before we get to Michelle, as Jerry promised, EWTN Vatican Bureau, from Rome to your home. With news from EWTN's Vatican Bureau, you can watch all of the important events from Rome, even if you don't have TV access. Using the latest technology, we've made it possible to watch the latest news from the Holy See, all delivered directly to your home via live streams. Watch it live on EWTN YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See? Very convenient. EWTN has you covered if you want to stay connected to Rome. I would do it. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Okay, talking about summer plans, 833-288-3986. Maybe you're still wondering, maybe you don't have any summer plans right now because summer kind of snuck up on you.
Right.
Well, we could talk about that too. But let us know if you got anything specific, exciting you're looking forward to. Other people, as we said, will get maybe some ideas and do some of the same things, exciting, life-giving things. 833-288-3986. Okay, let's start, as promised, with Michelle in Syracuse, New York, listening on Sirius XM 130. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Real well. How are you today?
I am well.
Good.
I'm very excited about some summer plans that we have. My husband has never been to some of the shrines near Syracuse that I've been to, so I'm going to introduce him to the shrines. We have Rosa Mystica Shrine, which is in Edmiston, New York, right around the Utica area, and that's pretty close to Syracuse, not a long drive, and it's a beautiful little shrine dedicated to Our Lady. Also, Divine Mercy Shrine, which is only a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes from here. Auriesville Shrine, which I know you know about. And then Saint Kateri's Shrine is right near Auriesville.
Right.
And then we're going to go up with my prayer group to Our Lady of Fatima Shrine near Buffalo.
Oh,
so
wow.
We're going to have a shrine summer.
Wow.
Do you know what? I just want to say this, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have been saying this for how many years now, Jerry? 3 years. Everybody spends, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. Everybody should go to Rome. Everybody should go to the Holy Land. Absolutely. It's part of our birthright. It's part of our who we are as Christians. But we have the most beautiful shrines right in our backyard. And so many folks, they will say to us, when Jerry and I, when we used to do the traveling pre-COVID, people would say to us, I didn't even know that. I'm embarrassed to say that this shrine was 10 minutes from my house and I never knew it. I just want to say your husband's in for an amazing treat. What a gift. Michelle, way to go. I hope it becomes something that you form groups every single year and revisit, because you learn something new sometimes people say, well, I've been to that shrine. I've been there, done that. It's not true. You learn something new every single time you go, and I just think it's wonderful what you're doing.
Yeah, and you get something different each time that you go. Like Rosa Mystica is one of my favorite shrines. It's not very big, but it's just so peaceful, and the story behind it is amazing. And each time I go, there's a different sense of peace. I don't even know how to explain it, but you certainly get something different each time you visit.
Right.
And I never get tired of visiting shrines. And I've been to the Holy Land, I've been to Medjugorje, but there's something different about, being able to go to a shrine that's, like you said, right in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not only the universal significance of these shrines and the significance to our faith, but Michelle, like you said, you're in that area. It's sort of it becomes very personal to you. I remember you mentioned we are familiar with Auriesville and Divine Mercy. We took that pilgrimage up there, and I just remember being especially on the grounds of the North American Martyrs. And we went down into that ravine, where Rene Goupil was martyred, and they never found his body. And you hear the story stories of these things, and you just feel like you're walking on you're walking on sacred ground. So I agree with Debbie. Your husband and you and everybody, your prayer group, you're all going to have an amazing summer. How long is it going to take you to do all of this? Do you know? Have you planned that out?
Well, I know with our prayer group, we're going to Our Lady of Fatima Shrine right around the end of August.
Okay.
And with my husband and I, we're just going to go on a whim when there's good weather, not too hot, not too cold. And I can I'm very fortunate that in the summertime, I can just call into work and say, you know what, I'm going to take a vacation day today. So, it works out. It works out really well. Yeah. But all of those shrines are just absolutely beautiful, and really just beyond Divine Mercy, another 2 hours away is the Shrine of Our Lady of La Salette, and that's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Right. So we're looking forward to that.
Michelle, before we let you go, I got to tell you a kind of a funny story. When we took the pilgrimage, did we call it Mercy and Martyr?
Mercy and Martyrs, yeah.
Mercy and Martyrs, yeah. Pilgrimage. And we went to Orisville, and then we went to Stockbridge, Massachusetts, to Divine Mercy. And when the wonderful the lady that gives the tours and explains everything, she was walking me out to the Stations of the Cross, which are absolutely exquisite in Stockbridge, and she was walking me out, and I'm kind of gazing into the horizon, and she goes, "Okay, what are you feeling?" And I said, do people tell you this? But I feel like I'm in the movie The Sound of Music. It almost looks identical to the mountains in the movie The Sound of Music. And she goes, "Oh yeah, we hear it all the time." So then, of course, Michelle, I had to start twirling around like Julie Andrews. I just had to, yeah. Of course I did. But it's unbelievable, and it's so beautiful. I told them, I said, I could live here, right here, like on this spot. So anyway, we're so happy for you that you're taking that pilgrimage to the shrines, and please, would you kind of come back later and report back to us how it was, and so maybe it'll inspire others to do the same?
Oh, I sure will. I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Yeah, and pray for us at all of the shrines too, if you would. We would be very grateful for that.
I always pray for the entire EWTN family, because that EWTN, to me, it's like, we're just so blessed to have it. So you will all be in my prayers. The intention will be at each of those places.
Thank you, Michelle. We'll be praying for you too, to have rich blessings and great experiences at all of them. Okay.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, Michelle just freed up a line. So if you'd like to tell us your summer plans, I'm making notes. We have some great ideas here. Folks, don't sit this out. Don't just take your notepad out and just gather all the great information. Share with us your summer plans at 833-288-3986. You have plenty of time to get on the show. Matt Kabinski's got his headset on. He's ready to go to answer your call.
Okay, next up is Karen, who is driving through Georgia, also listening on Sirius XM 130. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Hi there.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for calling today.
So, Michelle's trip sounds awesome. I have an amazing summer plan, but I want to go with Michelle, too.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing, Karen. I was sending a message over to Jerry. I said, we should join them.
Yeah, no doubt. Mm-hmm. Well, so my plans for the summer, right now I'm traveling from Alabama back to South Carolina. I just got through visiting a good friend that I haven't seen in a while, so that's great. When I get back to South Carolina, I'm going to turn around, and on Thursday, my husband and I are going to travel down to Texas for the 4th of July weekend to visit our children and parents. And then in the middle of July, we'll travel to Destin. Every year we take our camper, and our kids come and their spouses and my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, my nephew, and we go down to Destin for a week in the camper. And we have friends from Louisiana and Texas that come and meet us, and so we just all have a good time.
I love Destin. Destin is a beautiful place. Yes, go ahead.
It is, and we do it every year. And so, unfortunately, my oldest daughter can't go this year because she is very pregnant and due the week after our Destin trip. So when that trip is over, I'll travel back to Texas to welcome my second granddaughter. And so that's going to be exciting, too. So I'll stay in Texas a couple more weeks and enjoy the new grandbaby. And
Wow. It sounds like a fun family. You have a fun family.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We all love each other, and we just love to hang out. So, and even though my oldest daughter can't go with us to Destin, her daughter, my granddaughter, she'll be 2 in September, she gets to come. My youngest daughter's going to carry her up there to Destin to meet us. So I'll get to hang out with her, and her mom will get to rest, get ready for the new baby, and so.
Wonderful. What beautiful gifts God is lavishing upon your family, Karen, and we're so glad that you called today. And anytime anybody talks about camping, I've got a good friend, actually a grand night of our Knights of Columbus Council. He and his wife have a trailer, and they go off, and they're camping here and camping there, and he comes back and tells me all about it. Reminds me when I was a kid, I didn't have a camper or a trailer, but used to go camping, just hiking out into the wilderness and camping and stuff. It's been so long since I did that, but things like that are so fun, and it's wonderful that your family all join in on that. I just love to hear families, that stay close and do things like that together. So that's outstanding.
I agree.
That's what we do. We pull our camper down there, and we just have a blast.
Wow. Well, we wish you just great times and memories that you're going to make and all sorts of things. I'm sure you take a ton of pictures, and that's a wonderful thing to keep those memories alive. So God bless you. Have some great times around that campfire and eat those s'mores for us, okay?
Thanks. And if you would, put us on your prayer list for safe travels and also for the, healthy birth of my new granddaughter, Madeline.
Madeline. Oh, I love that name. Okay, yep. I put you all in the book. And don't forget you have your guardian angels with you, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, absolutely. Thanks, Karen. Thank you so much. Karen jogged my memory. I don't know how I forgot this. When she said she was driving from Alabama to South Carolina, Jerry, our summer plans, we're going to be at EWTN in the first week of August.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Forgot about that. That's going to be an exciting trip. Go down there and just take care of some stuff, do the radio show from down there, and yeah.
Very exciting, yeah. So we're
going to go see the shrine at Hansville, aren't we?
We are. Mm-hmm. We sure are. Yep, absolutely. We're gonna go to Hansville before we fly back home. Jerry flies to California. I fly to Arizona, and we're gonna try to get it all in 3 days. So it's gonna be a quick trip, but we can't wait to reconnect with everybody at the EWTN campus. I love going to Mass in the morning, and I don't know if you know this, but it's actually going to be the week of my mom's 1-year anniversary of her passing.
It is. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
St. John
God rest her
Vianney.
soul.
Yep, she passed on
August 4th.
Yep. Isn't that amazing? We're going to be there. So that Mass that morning, I'm going to be very emotional. So I'll be sitting way in the back. Make sure I'm not on the TV camera. Okay. So
Go ahead. No.
I was going to say summer plans. We want to hear your plans. We're learning so much. You cannot pass this opportunity up. You've got plenty of time to call in, but you got to do it now. You see what I just said? You got plenty of time to call in, but you got to do it now. 833-288-3986. And I cut you off. Please share what you were going to say.
Well, I was going to go to social media because you can post your comments on the EWTN Catholic Radio Facebook page or YouTube channel. And hello, we're waving at all of you who are watching via video. And we heard from a few of you so far on YouTube, and I wanted to get to a couple of those comments. Valerie says, I'm newly retired. This will be my first summer. I haven't taught summer school in years. Feeling a sense of freedom and gratitude. Summer is a time for renewal and downtime. Mm-hmm. So Valerie, Debbie is accustomed to teaching during the summer, so she's going to take advantage of the opportunity just to maybe dial it back a few notches during this summer. That sounds good.
Yeah. To kind of just to, relax and just get the energy again, right? To take on the next school year, the fall coming up and everything. I totally agree. It's good to just have some downtime. Okay, let's hear what Doug has to say. Doug is driving through, is Michigan? Did I have the initials
Yeah,
right?
maybe we should just hold on for just a second.
Are we going to go to break? Oh, Doug,
for Doug,
hold on.
yeah. Hang
keep
on,
driving.
Doug. Yeah.
Hang on, Doug. Just keep driving safely. We're going to be getting to you in just a moment. I didn't look at the clock. Sorry.
That's okay. That it happens. Sometimes. I was just going to mention, too, Rachel on YouTube says, everyone in my family has an animal nickname. Interesting. She says, I took up ladybugs. This year I worked in a preschool, and my love of ladybugs took off with them. I started painting ladybug rocks this summer and passing out my live like a ladybug reflection I wrote during prayer one day. I hope this summer to paint more rocks to have ready to give away. That is super creative.
Who is that from?
That's Rachel.
Rachel, you got to email us. There's a story I have about ladybugs. Please email us, take2@ewtn.com. Please join us and tell us your summer plans here on Take Two today. And call us. Matt's waiting.
Saints are the heroes of the Catholic faith. They serve as examples for all Catholics, showing us how to lead a more satisfying, more spiritual life in communion with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. View our comprehensive documentation of saints who serve as theologians and doctors of the Church. It's easy. Visit EWTN.com and click Catholicism. EWTN, the Global Catholic Network.
Take Two with Jerry and Debbie is on YouTube. Search YouTube to find the EWTN YouTube channel so you'll never miss an episode of our show or any of your favorite EWTN radio shows.
Don't wait another minute. Now is the time to make your plans to attend the 2022 EWTN Family Celebration. Saturday, October 1st is the day. Phoenix, Arizona is the place. And the theme is Confidence Works Miracles. This is your chance to meet your favorite Catholic TV and radio hosts, Father Mitch Pacwa, Marcus Grodi, Jonette Williams, and you can also take a trip to Father Spitzer's Universe. We'll have Holy Mass and Confession, Family Corner, and you can shop for holy reminders at EWTN Religious Catalog. EWTN Radio will be there with a live broadcast, and kids can have fun learning about their faith at the EWTN Kids Booth. The EWTN Family Celebration, October 1st, the Feast of St. Therese at the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona. For more information, please visit EWTN.com/family celebration.
Hi, this is Jonette Williams. You don't have to be a woman to enjoy Women of Grace tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern here on EWTN Radio. Now, back to Take Two with Jerry and Debbie.
We're having a fun show today, talking about summer being upon us here. Life's ups and downs and challenges don't go away, but hopefully this summer is going to give you a chance to recharge your batteries, maybe do something you've been looking forward to for a long time. We would love to hear about it. So with the rest of the Take Two family, they're waiting to hear your summer plans at 833-288-3986. And Doug, sorry about the false start there, but we'll get underway with you for real here. Doug driving through Michigan, listening on Ave Maria Radio. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Blame it on Debbie.
Yeah.
Hi. No problem. Great being on with you. This summer, we are working hard on getting a partial opening to the Pontiac Transportation Museum in Pontiac, Michigan. And what is happening, we have, in a kind of a secular sense, an angel, a philanthropist, who bought the school, which closed in 2010, several years later. And we've been working for a few years to get it opened up. What happened, though, was in the several years before our guy bought the school from the school board, the scrappers/thieves came in and cleaned out a lot of metal. So we've got it's a big project. Multi-million, it's about $3.5 million project. The school is in great condition structurally, but we're putting in electrical and, heating, ventilation and cooling, air conditioning, and plumbing. And the thing about this is, I thought there were 9 or 10 companies in Pontiac, Michigan, that built, horse-drawn wagons, buggies, motorized vehicles. And I thought 9 or 10. We, in research, have found that in the city of Pontiac, there have been, going back to the 1880s, 44 companies that built transportation. It was more than just Pontiac Motor and GMC Truck and Coach. So what my devotion is to the school kids in Pontiac and Oakland County and whoever would like to come and see some automotive history, to remember those. I mean, we stand on their shoulders, Mm-hmm. So it's a very big project and it's a magnificent story. And these kids, I think, have got grandpas and great uncles and so forth. They may not even know had a hand in helping build America. GMC Truck built 560,000 trucks for World War II. And Eisenhower mentioned that truck as one of 5 weapons, unarmed, that won the war. Mm. The other one was the Duck, the amphibious truck, also built in Pontiac. So it's a very big story, very pivotal in world history, a major impact. And that's what I'm doing this summer. We hope to have a soft opening by October.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, to be part of something that is so, it just permeates the history, like you said, of our country, Doug, in so many amazing ways. And like you said, the connection of the kids, and their ancestors, those who have gone before us, the history. This is something I would have had no idea of either. It's just interesting that you didn't even know the extent to which there were, like you said, 44 companies. This is amazing. I'm just curious, what are you heading this up, Doug, or did you just hear about it and decide to jump in on the project? How did you get involved?
No, I'm kind of on the task force. I'm one of the worker bees, a volunteer. I've been involved for 3 or 4 years now. And one other thing, the fella who founded the Pontiac Buggy Company, which became Oakland Motor and then became Pontiac Motor, was from a very prominent Catholic family in Pontiac, Michigan, Edward Murphy. And what a great family. His brother was my mom's family doctor. It's like this automotive cousinhood there in Pontiac. And my grandpa worked for Rapid Motor, which became GMC. And his brother was the first to drive a truck up Pikes Peak in 1909. It wasn't even a road; it was a mule trail, is the family legend. And they almost Pikes Peak, 14,100 feet, almost went over the side. These guys, they didn't make the top by the end of the first day. It was literally just a washed-out trail. They had to use block and tackle. It's a wonderful story. But that was about the time that General Motors bought Rapid, and I've never figured out, and I mean to, whether that was Rapid's way of driving up the selling price to GM, or Durant, the penultimate promotion guy, promoting the brand he knew he was going to complete the purchase of. One of my questions.
What an amazing project, Doug, a lesson in history, and you can hear the passion in your voice, and I'm sure the whole group that you're working with, they feel the same way. So we pray that there are many blessings. It comes to fruition, and the completed plans are exactly what you wanted for everybody to experience. So way to go, Doug. That's a big project, but I think it's going to have a great big impact as well.
Yes, it is. It's a very big deal. Pontiac Transportation Museum is going to have a real impact. Thank you. It's so great being on with you. Thank you for, that really is what I'm doing this summer.
Good. It's going to keep you busy, Doug, but that's it's going to be a blessed busy for
blessed
Doug and
busy.
all
I
of
love
those
that.
involved with that. Yeah, beautiful.
Yep.
I can't wait till that is completed, hopefully on time and under budget.
Yeah, on time and under budget. There you go. Our dear friend and Take Two family member texted in and just wanted to say kudos to Michelle in Syracuse for taking trips to shrines around your area. That's the way to do it. She made a couple other suggestions. How about Rhoda Wise's house, the Miracle House in Canton, Ohio? That's also a lot of in driving distance for a lot of folks in neighboring states. And also a great suggestion here. How about go to your parish and find out if they have Vacation Bible School? And if they don't, maybe start one this year and do this great activity with the kids. It's where you give them a kid's passport. Okay, we heard all about vaccine passports, right? But this is a passport that's really fun for kids, and they can learn about a new country and their saints and the churches that are associated with that country. Isn't that cool? So maybe start a kind of a world travel, Vacation Bible School. I love that.
Well, so many times kids are looking for something to do, and parents are looking for something for their kids to do. That's right. And parents might be busy working or with other things. So if you've got the time, maybe you're retired or you have summers free. Yeah, what a great way to have an impact on the young people of today.
I love that idea. Yeah. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay, Liz in St. Augustine, Florida, Sirius XM 130 is the way you're listening. Hi, Liz. Tell us your summer plans.
Hi. So I'll be brief, but I actually live in a beautiful town with a beautiful mission, the nation's oldest city. And I retired 6 months ago, and there's many opportunities for beauty with our faith in our town. Opportunity to spend time at the mission and the new Rosary Walk and do adoration. And we have the seat of our diocese here with a beautiful cathedral. And so I've just really been grateful for a staycation in a beautiful town to enjoy things that I didn't avail to myself enough before and would recommend it to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I totally agree. I have friends in St. Augustine, and they say the same thing. You have such a rich history where you live, and there's so much you can learn and grow from it you have right around you, probably in walking distance even. So, Liz, happy retirement. You're probably going to be super busy. I have so many friends that retired recently, and they're busier now than they were when they were working, and they're having a great time. My sister retired a couple years ago, and she considers herself in the soul preparation stage, and then she's doing everything possible to deepen her faith life and her spiritual growth, and she's having the time of her life. So we want that for you, Liz.
Thank you. It's a blessing for sure. Take care.
Okay, God bless you. I have a brother who lives in Jacksonville, Florida, and one time when I visited him, we did go to St. Augustine and saw the cathedral there, and you don't need a car. I mean,
you're on just walking distance. Yeah,
you totally agree. Everything is just so beautiful on foot, and what great history we have in this country. I'm so happy for Liz. She is just going to have an amazing time, not only this summer, but I think there's enough there to keep her busy for a lot of summers, it sounds like.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Happy retirement, Liz. Way to go. I have to just say this before we get to Annette. Annette, hold on. I love the Take Two family. You guys have such an incredible sense of humor. You're hilarious. You keep us laughing and on our toes and doing everything right with this show. But you're also very inquisitive about things. And so I received a text message before the break, and that's why I was chuckling when we went into break. One of our Take Two family members said, "Debbie, I know what you did this summer. You decided to get hair extensions." Okay. And the answer is no. This is actually my hair. My hair is naturally very curly, very, very, very curly. And my girlfriend, this is full disclosure, my girlfriend Karen, who we are in the bowling league with her and her husband, She said to me, Debbie, in 25 years, I've never seen your hair curly. You always straighten it. Would you, for bowling tonight, let it go curly? So I did. And that is the truth. I did not get hair extensions.
There you go. True confessions here on Take.
It's so funny. That's hilarious, though. Okay.
Well, we've got time. We're going to get to Annette, but we also have a line open. We're talking about summer vacation plans, and there is time for you to share yours with the world today. The entire Global Take Two family at 833-288-3986. Get on board an open phone line there. Let us know what you have planned for the summer for you, your kids, your family. It could be anything going on. And we are going to talk next with Annette in Ewtn, Illinois, listening also today on Sirius XM 130. Hi, Annette. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you. This is actually my second call to you. I asked for prayers for my son earlier in the year with lung cancer, and I always listen to you because my radio doesn't work in my car, so I have Sirius on now. And I was driving home from watching his dog, and I heard your topic, and I just want to make it quick because I need to walk my dog to my new rosary group. But I was a lapsed Catholic for far too many years, and coming back now, everyone is speaking to me about all these wonderful shrines and basilicas and pilgrimages, and spending my summer planning what the next one is to go to. And last week, my 20-year-old son and I just went to see Holy Hill outside of Milwaukee, and it was unbelievable, beautiful place. And I think in the next couple days, I want to get out to St. John, Indiana, and see. I can't remember exactly the name of it. And when I spoke to you in the spring, you had also, I know you were just talking about the Rhoda Wise House, and that's on my radar as well. So
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, Annette, it just so reminds me of my sister as well. Like, she's like a sponge. She's absorbing everything so fast, and she's loving it. And you're doing the same thing. And that's what we're all called to do until the moment we take our last breath. And that's why we're doing these kinds of shows, so that we can share with one another and build that enthusiasm, that excitement about really learning as much as we possibly can and growing closer and closer to God. And we want that for you as you travel to these places, that your faith life changes forever. You're forever transformed from visiting these shrines, and that's what we should all be called to do, want to do, and walk away with this better understanding. Now, Annette, we have new listeners each and every time we do this show. We are praying for your son. Could you give us your son's name and tell us how he's doing?
Oh, yes. So you were praying for him, and his CAT scan came back, or his cancer scan came back beautifully clean. I think it's been a year now. However, he's one of those suffering souls, one of my priests told me, and he also has a meningioma in his brain, and since Wednesday he's been suffering terribly from excruciating headache in the same part of his head where the growth is located. So I asked for prayers for him again. He won't know much until he has another scan, I believe Wednesday. But yeah, he's only 29. He's a nurse. His birthday's the 4th of July, and he needs the prayers, and
Absolutely.
we all do. So
are you comfortable giving us his first name again?
Dan. His Dan.
Dan. Okay. I just want to make sure, because we people jump on board every single day, and so when they hear a parent share about their child, they go right to the rosary, adoration. They start taking your son with them to all of their prayer groups, and it's a beautiful thing. Please tell your son that we are praying for him, especially 4th of July on his birthday. But those headaches, it's hard to function when you have a headache. It really is. That is so bad. So we're gonna storm heaven, and so that we can get that headache out of the way.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. I will be sure to tell him.
Before you go, Annette, I think you mentioned the shrine in St. John, Indiana. This is the Shrine of Christ's Passion. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they've added, I think, something to Our Lady of Guadalupe, and I'm really excited to go. They had a big event there for Good Friday, and I missed it then, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to probably next week.
Yeah, I'm on their website right now. It looks like it's absolutely amazing in St. John, Indiana. And what kind of clicked in my head was, you mentioned, I think you said the priest mentioned that Dan is a suffering soul. God bless him for that. I mean, there are some people that, God allows, certain sufferings and we don't know why, and we're certainly going to pray for an end to them. But I don't know if Dan is able to accompany you there, or if not, you could certainly take him there in your heart and in your prayers, because he is identifying with Christ's passion in a most profound way, maybe in a way that most of us maybe never do. So it's just a thought there, I think it's beautiful that you're going to visit that shrine, especially with Dan's intentions.
Yeah, and we've been looking for healing masses too. They're not the easiest thing to find, but a lot of miracles. And we also have a wonderful place in Elmhurst, Illinois. It's called the Saints, Saints, Crypt. And the man who runs that out of Visitation Parish in Elmhurst, it's an amazing place to visit. It's in the basement of the Adoration Chapel, and it is filled with statuary, relics, paintings, all of this massive collection. It fills the entire basement. And I was just speaking with the man who runs it, and he said many miracles take place there, so that is definitely another visit that I want to go with him on. And they just recently had a miracle when they used the relic of St. Lucy on a visitor. So, yeah,
beautiful.
Lots of places, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be tough on you as a mom, but, we're going to pray for strength for you and definitely healing for Dan. Go ahead, Debbie.
And real quickly, we just got a text message from Ron in L.A. He's one of our loyal Take-Two friends and family members. Annette, he suffers from migraines all the time. He's offering prayers up for Dan as well right now.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so concerning because it's in the exact spot in his head where the meningioma growth is. Right. So, just don't know. But yes, thank you. Thank you to the man who is praying for him too. It's so important that we pray for each other.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome. Thank you for taking the time to call, Annette, today. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you for your program. It's beautiful. Thank you.
God bless you. All right, 833-288-3986. Still time to hear your summer plans on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie. And before we continue, I just want to tell you about Cresta in the Afternoon with Al Cresta, Monday through Friday afternoon at 4 Eastern Time right here on EWTN Radio. Al Cresta and his guests talk about today's news and the things that matter most. And today's guest, Peggy Stanton, delves into what the Catechism says about protection of life. That's Cresta in the Afternoon with Al Cresta, Monday through Friday in the afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on most of these same EWTN radio stations. And Debbie and I and the whole EWTN family are excited to congratulate a longtime radio family member celebrating their 12th anniversary with us. I remember when they were just getting started. Hard to believe. Red Sea Catholic Radio has 3 stations in Texas serving Bryan, College Station, Waco, and Palestine. And our thanks and heartfelt congratulations to Dennis Maka and his great team at Red Sea Radio. We always love to mark these anniversaries because, Debbie, you know how important it is when a Catholic radio station goes on the air. It's tough. It's really tough to get past that first year, that second year, that third year. Man, when they get up to 12 years, that's really a remarkable achievement.
Absolutely. Way to go, Red Sea Radio. You guys are doing a great job. 12 years. I keep saying this. You got to be thinking about all the souls that have been impacted by the programs they hear on Red Sea Radio. Way to go. I love that. That is amazing. Jerry, real quickly, just looking ahead. Tomorrow is our monthly breaking news show. And we are going to bring some kind of hot topics to the table. So we'll be talking about that. If there's anything that you learn overnight or in early morning before the show gets started, please feel free to call in tomorrow during our breaking news, because it keeps us abreast of what's going on in the country and in the world. Also, we can talk about these, kind of topics that are out there all on social media and on just regular cable TV and anytime you turn on the TV, it allows us to talk about it, because let's face it, folks, we're not talking about it at the water cooler at work because everybody's kind of staying on their own little island. So it's a chance for us to have this safe platform to discuss really important issues of the day.
Mm-hmm. And we had an email from Carol. She just wanted to remind us that every Mass is a healing Mass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, so, very nice.
Yeah, that's
every
good.
Mass is a healing Mass. I love that. We're getting more calls coming in, but you guys are cutting it right down to the wire. That's the way the Take Two family does it. We're the same way. If anybody wants to see, I mean, we always do things right. Jerry, one time, I'll just share this. Can I share this real quickly? I was doing a pledge drive with Jerry about 10 years ago, and we had like 90 seconds before we were ready to go back on the air. And he went and got a whole plate of food to eat in 90 seconds. I said, how could you do that? He said, it's plenty of time. I could eat a whole...
I didn't eat the whole thing in 90 seconds, did I?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't eat the whole thing, but you got the plate of food. So I would be thinking, why would I get to even start the plate of food when I only had 90 seconds?
I wanted to make sure I got some before it was all gone.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because folks would bring in food and everybody would just run to the break room and grab as much food as possible. That's true. Oh, you're hilarious, Jerry. Okay, where are we going next?
Well, on Facebook, Brenda is watching the video stream along with others. Brenda says, this summer we will be celebrating my mom and her twins' 80th birthday on the 4th of July on their family homestead. It says their birthday is really on December 31st, so this is an early celebration.
Oh, I love that. Oh, got to take a lot of pictures. Send us pictures. We love pictures. Take2@EWTN.com. And thank you, Carissa, and everyone else that sent us pictures. We're gathering them all. We just love to look at them. It's so much fun.
Michael P., watching on YouTube, says, I'm hoping to write some music this summer. Well, we hope that it turns out great. Tim Mateo says, I'm working on my prayer book project. Mm-hmm. Good to hear from you, Tim Mateo. Jennifer, this summer, I think we want to compile good thoughts to counteract the many negative thoughts that bombard my mind at times. And Anna Laura, I am busy working during the summer for me. I work at a Korean food court. So many naps and resting for me during downtime. And Olivia Anna says, well, I'm getting a new neighbor soon, so I may help her out when she moves in. I heard that she's an only mother. She's only mother with a 12-month-old, so maybe I can give her a hand when she moves in next door. That would be very kind of you to do, Olivia Anna.
Okay, we have about 2 minutes left. Could we get to Melissa in 30 seconds?
I don't know. We have...
We have to go fast. I think she just has a prayer request.
Okay, let's go to Melissa.
Okay.
Melissa, we literally have 30 seconds, but we wanted to get you on. Hi, Melissa in Topeka, Kansas.
Hey, how are you? Hey,
Good.
Just real quick, I just want to say something. There were 2 train derailments in Missouri and California, and there were several injured, and a few were also killed. But just pray for them, for each one. And Boy Scouts, there were some on it, and they were helping, rescued them.
Wow, how beautiful. How beautiful.
So sad.
Melissa,
and the 18-wheeler in Texas, too. With the migrants
tragedies
in the truck. So many tragedies we have to pray for. Absolutely.
Thank you, Melissa, for reminding us of those things. Definitely Take Two family. Keep all of those people in your prayers. As Debbie said, we're going to bring some breaking news topics to the show tomorrow, and we hope to get your takes on those. And after that, we're going to look at 30 Days to a New You on Thursday and talk about the real presence. It's First Friday. On Friday, we're going to talk about the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist.
And it's also Jerry's birthday. So
Yay.
we'll also yay. We'll also wish Jerry a happy birthday on Friday as well. So stay with us the entire week. We love the Take Two family. Until we meet again, have a beautiful and blessed day. St. Joseph, please pray for us.
Amen.
EWTN, communicating the faith.
It's so very important that everybody out there not just love Jesus. We all need to fall in love with Jesus. We can't do anything until we fall in love with him. And what that means, and we can totally understand it as human beings, when you fall in love with someone, you do anything for the beloved.
EWTN, the Global Catholic Network.
The only program in all of Catholic media that can